Greetings, everyone, and welcome to What Marriage Means to Me and What Marriage Means to Him now, or What Marriage Means to Us. Thank you so much for taking your time to listen, to watch this channel and be impacted by what we share pertaining to the area of marriage. Remember, this is SC, no FM Zulu. Been married for 22 years. I'm so blessed. And we thank God that we have lasted in this marriage journey for such a long time. God, it's a good faith.
Definitely. Hi everyone.
Right? Usahappy?
Greeted, but I'm happy.
Ngisakuphethe kahle. Yazi kubalekile ukuthi ubatshela abantu ukuthi uphatheke kahle kanjani.
Too much.
Nazo.
Happily married. Ngiyathemba ukuthi unjani ubahle.
Hayi mina ngiphathekile kahle ngoba ngaqala i-channel useyijoyinile, useyiphakathi. So
never invited myself.
So now it's what marriage means to us. Anyway, thank you so much. You're no longer a guest, man. So yabo really sengikufakile intweni. Anyway, today we want to talk on a topic, what causes counseling sessions to fail, or what causes counseling sessions to fail. The reason why we decided to talk on this topic is since we do a lot of marriage counseling and we lead a church, we find there are so many people when it comes to the area of a counseling session, when they go to our counselors, I attended this thing and it did not work for us, or it did not work for me. And we just want to talk about some of the reasons as to why a counseling session would not work, even though a counseling session ought to work, right? It's ought to work. Finally,
no, definitely. Yeah. Because laphana kusekudilwa nama issues azosiza abantu, and I believe ukuthi konke ama problems akhona ama couples ahlangabezana nawo, there is always a solution out there. You know, that's why we've got people about marriage counselors, because they deal with issues that affect couples. You know, whatever struggle, whatever situation obhekene nayo currently, there is a couple that has overcome that challenge.
Sure.
So then also abantu ke bagcina bethi hayi sengile lapha ngaya lapha, as if counseling, marriage counseling has failed. It's not that the marriage counseling has failed, it is them who have failed. So we'll be tackling to look at the things ezenza ukuthi marriage counseling is a fail. Abanye bathi bathi sesihamba nje befundisi sahamba ama-professionals sahamba ubani, as if all these people have failed to help you. It's not true. It is them who have failed, and we will be showing you the reasons ezenza ukuthi i-marriage counseling ifele. Ngisho usuye kuma-professionals wayana kulabo ba-spiritual but still fail.
So to start, what is one of the reasons that will cause in marriage counseling to fail? Let me rephrase and say, what is one of the reasons that will make a couple think marriage counseling has failed? I think that's the right one. What is one of the reasons that a couple will come to a stage where they say marriage counseling has failed? Because marriage counseling cannot fail, but it is people who go to counseling who come with whether it's expectations, or we come with ingqondo ezingekho right, and isn't it so, right? That might cause ukuthi marriage counseling session yabo ingasebenzi. So what is one of those reasons that will cause or will make a couple to say marriage counseling did not work? Yes, that's the right one.
Let's start by saying, you know, people, they think that when they go for marriage counseling, things are going to change automatically.
Yeah.
You know, you are going there to be equipped. So if the information that is given to you in that platform, you do not apply, after you have been taught whatever that you have been taught, what to fix here, and you don't fix it, you don't do anything about it, you know, what we attended marriage counseling, we should then things automatically. So it's important that people must understand when we go there, we will come back with an assignment of fixing whatever that needs to fix,
Yeah.
whatever that needs to fix, we must fix. So if you don't fix it, no change.
Yeah, so it's that pride.
Yeah, definitely pride yezinto yabo pride ngayibeka is one of the reasons, because umuntu ne-pride akafuna ucorrect yabo
Yeah.
akafuna ucorrectwa, so wazi ukuthi uyena ohlale right, yayibona nto leyo. So that also contribute ekutheni ingabi khona ama-results after they've attended.
Yeah, you know, another reason that I've picked up as well, what will make a person say in marriage counseling did not work, is the fact that umuntu what is this? Are you with the mentality of I just want to tick the box? Yeah, but just want to tick the box. I'm going there not because I want to do this thing, but Yabo, I went to a counseling session. So if you go to a counseling session with the mentality of ticking a box, then obviously it will not work for you. Because when you go to a marriage counseling session, you must go there with an open mind. You must go there and knowing what you might just get the thing that you are not expecting. You might just get a reprimand if it needed. You must just get the answer that you were not wanting, or the answer that you were thinking about, or the answer that you were not expecting, whichever way. But don't go to marriage counseling wanting to tick a box, but go to a marriage counseling with the mindset of being open, with the mindset of wanting to be taught, to be schooled, to unlearn certain things that you have known since you've been married. So the idea or the thought of no sengela nje ukuthi I attended this thing, that will make a marriage counseling session not work. So please do not go to a marriage counseling with the thought of wanting to tick a box, because it will not work for you. So that's another reason.
No, that's very true. Remember, Uti, sometimes when people have challenges in marriage, right, you'll discover, Uti, there are couples who told Uti, both of them, they agree, we have a challenge.
Yes.
And are willing to work things out. And there's agreement that, you know what, we've tried to solve issues on our own, but currently it looks like the situation seems to be beyond ourselves. So we need the wisdom of other people. We have to walk this journey, just to equip us and to empower us, So that one, it works for that one. Then one partner doesn't want to go. You understand what I'm saying? For in-marriage counseling. But lo munye, we are full. Then ebese eya, just to satisfy lo mutisile, but he or she is not going there because yena efuna solution. No, he is going there or she's going there to tick the box. The point that we are saying, because I get in a state where he's willing to grow, he's willing to change, willing to learn. There's no willingness. So we are like, yeah, okay, peace.
Yes.
But he's not in a position which I want to change, I want to grow, I want to learn.
Yeah. So another one that we've also seen that causes couples to say in marriage counseling does not work is when couples come into a session with the mentality of blaming each other without a sense of ownership. Because as much as I've hurt you, right? As much as I've hurt you, but also now you've hurt me. We must both take a responsibility on the challenge that is at hand, or the challenge that we're facing. The minute one spouse blames the other, then we've lost it, right? Or the minute the spouses blame each other during a session of counseling, then we've lost it. So that's another reason as to why a couple will say in marriage counseling did not work, because singfike in the session, vele sikid up, I'm gonna blame you for this and you're gonna blame me for that.
Yeah, in fact, when they blame each other, most of the time, we fighting mood.
Okay.
It's very important. Uma abantu be with counseling session, we fighting mood. They will definitely blame each other. I think it's better if people can just calm down a bit. Don't go there when you are still in a fighting mode, because what causes people to blame each other, it's when they are still angry, the level of hurt is high, and you don't want to take any responsibility to say, you know what, in this crisis that we have, maybe I might have contributed, you know, indirectly, without being aware, you know. So then everything, you just shift the blame on your partner, on your partner to say, we are not causing Anje. If it did not provoke more, or if it did not do, we wouldn't be here, you see. So in counseling session, when people go in there, maybe fighting mode, they end up blaming each other and all that, definitely it will fail, because both of you are blaming each other, then you're going to fight in front of this person, and it's not going to work.
What's another reason?
Yeah, another reason that I've learned is when you go with counseling session, already you've decided when in your mind where you stand on the matter.
Oh, okay.
So you see, sometimes there is an issue and you have already concluded. For example, I'm just walking out of this marriage.
Okay.
Then I was like, no, please, man, let's go for counseling. But you just go there and you listen, you don't open up, you are not honest with whatever that is being discussed there. You are just reserved to say, when you talk, just few words. Because you have decided, you know what, I'm walking out of this marriage, or I'm giving up. Obvious, when it's like that, you can't gain anything. Because you're not sure you get because you've already made your mind. Even if a person is speaking wisdom that is going to help you and share something very powerfully, but you are saying, you know what, I'm not willing to change, I still stand with it, this is over, or I'm not going to change, or I'm going to continue to do things my way. You understand what I'm saying?
So
now the attitude of being always right, everybody's wrong, it also kills the counseling session, because every time when you want to wrong, when you right, which is still part of the pride, by the way. Definitely, there is no way in which you can come out of that counseling session with something that is going to add value in your marriage.
So it's important to, when you go to a counseling session, have an open mind. That's one.
Definitely.
And also, don't go to a counseling session when you've made a decision. Rather, go to a counseling session when you're still in need of
willing to learn.
Willing to learn and in need of an assistance. So because it makes it easier for a counselor to counsel you well when you have not made a decision. Once you've made a decision, no matter what, whatever that the counselor might say, still it will be like tell them at that day.
Tell them
at that day, because already the spouse or the other spouse has already made a decision pertaining to whatever that they're going through, right? Yes, you were saying?
Another thing also, while we are sharing that I've discovered, is that also, you know, sometimes when they go for a counseling session, they brief each other to say, please don't say everything there. You know. So when they go there and they don't say everything, it's like
what's
going
the
to
purpose
a doctor.
of it?
It's like going to a doctor and say, I have a headache, right? But you know very well you don't have a headache only. You have a headache, you have a chest problem, and you have some pains here on the abdominal, you know. And Utawatela is going to deal with the headache only.
So in essence, you're saying spouses should not intimidate each other when they go to our counseling sessions.
Definitely.
So one intimidate
no ways, because some problems they link to each other. You see. So then Utawatela is going to give you medication you can't pay. But still, you're going to come out there with a problem, your chest, a problem, your wood, basically, and worse now is the chest pain. Understand? But we only treated the headache, but the chest pain, worse, it was not treated because we are not honest. So it's important that people must get people people that you have confidence in them, that so that you can be very vulnerable and be honest, talk everything, so that uzothola usizo rather than ukuthi nisho one part and another part lay deep and serious, which is the root problem.
You know what's it's very evident when you deal with a couple when one spouse is intimidated or told ukuthi ungakhulumi, it's kuba very evident, because I believe is when you're in the session in counseling, you must be honest, you must be transparent so that the counselor is able to help. Now when sifika kwi counseling session and when we are intimidated, suppose sisasekhaya uthi nje ungayilokhu ukhuluma indaba zethu lapha yani sizozo nje ukuthi uthembe siphela kanjani, it's a waste of time. So it's important again then to be honest when you go to a session, because for it to be effective, honesty is important, transparency is important. Njoba usho ukuthi you cannot go to a doctor and claim to be sick with a headache only to find ukuthi when in actual fact you don't have a headache. A headache is just secondary. The first thing, which is primary, okuliswa is stress, which is related to something. So be honest, be transparent, and don't intimidate your other spouse when you go into counseling session. That's what make the counseling session to not work. Powerful. What's another one?
Powerful.
Yes.
Powerful. I think I think it's important. I think it's very important. It's enough. And also, something lastly that I can say in my heart is that willingness also to change.
Yes.
There must be willingness to change, willingness to learn new things. Yabo ungabi umuntu or onalento tigengizwe umunye umuntu how to govern my home, because we have men like that. Because they don't even go for counseling because of you say, and once you deceive yourself with that, you end up
very true, because angithi Zulu sithi indlela ibuzwa kwabadala. There are problems or there are situations or circumstances that the two of you as a couple can sort out. Bese kuba khona ezinye izinto that need another person to intervene with the experience, who's been married maybe for longer, who's wise, une experience, probably not married, but mhlawumbe une experience in they've dealt with couples issues. It's good to always seek help, because sometimes ezinye izinto the two of you can sort out. Ezinye izinto they are beyond the two of you. They just need someone who's going to be in the middle to assist as a couple. And also another thing I also wanted to add that makes couples to think marriage counseling they do not work is when those couples do not take responsibility.
Not true.
Yeah, but you have to take responsibility for your actions. If you've done your spouse wrongly, you must apologize sincerely and also find an amicable decision or a way forward that is going to work for the both of you. Because when you go to counseling session, the main purpose is to build, not to build, not to destroy, but to build your marriage.
And not also to prove who's right, who's wrong.
Yes, because that will never help.
It will never help.
Yes.
So there must also be a room that is willing also to forgive your partner. Willing to forgive your partner, because that also works. So, but if the person goes there and is not willing to forgive, and now you're not willing to meet the other person halfway so that he can heal, then it becomes a problem.
So, on that note, I just want to say, don't blame the counselor or the counseling session and say it's the one that did not work. But always do an introspection. It could just be you when you started the journey of your counseling, whether before or during a counseling session, you had things that we noted, the pride, you had already made your decision, you just wanted to tick a box, you don't want to take a responsibility, you are there to blame your other spouse, and so on and so on. You come to a counseling session with an open mind. You must understand that the counselors will not say what you want that will tick you. They might just say something that you do not want to hear. But the main purpose of you being part of doing counseling session is for you to learn, and which is important that you must be willing to learn and you must be willing to unlearn as well. So stop blaming counselors for not doing the job and start doing introspection, because a counseling session does
work.
Does work.
And it will work if you work it out.
And it will work if you work it out.
It will work if you work it out.
Okay, no.
A problem, listen,
Yeah.
I have a problem and a solution.
Yes, true.
The fact that you have not found the solution does not mean it's not there. You see. So the Bible seek and you shall find. So even through counseling, we are seeking wisdom, seeking, guidance, godly counsel.
Yes.
Then you'll find a solution. So many marriages, their marriages are failing and gilimali and putting up if these people would have come for counseling and guidance, they wouldn't be there. And if they were also willing to lend, then honestly, they are not supposed to fail. But because people they don't value is that was told about counseling.
Yeah. And also your problem is not foreign.
Not true.
Yeah, it's not foreign. You're not the first couple to go through whatever you're going through. Many couples have gone through. Some have spoken, some have not spoken. So you take that out of your mind. You would see this is just us, this is just us, because then that limits your mind in expanding. You would see there is help out there for you. So your problem is not foreign. There are many couples that have gone through whatever that you're going through. All you have to do is just remove the pride.
Yes, definitely remove the pride.
And go for that session.
And also the perception, the wrong perception that you can have, wrong conclusion about your partner.
Yeah.
And what I'm doing is already some categorize one as somebody or movie or a person also will manifest that because that's how you view the person.
Yeah. So that is what we wanted to share with you. Till next time. But before we close, can I have the books?
Oh, okay.
Yes, before we close, just want to remind you, by the way, we have this, In You All Is Found, Note to Self, this book which is on sale. It comes with the journal. It is at 350. If you want more details, please go to our Facebook page, or not ours, sorry, like mine, Zulu Facebook page and Instagram. You'll get more information there. But again, this is a book to have. Angit?
No, definitely with powerful quotes that are going to inspire you, encourage you, even change your life, So I'm telling you, this beautiful lady, she compiled all her quotes, and which are quite powerful, very, very, very powerful, that will trigger something in you, So I also encourage you to have your own copy, just to have those quotes that will keep on inspiring and encourage you. If you're a motivational speaker, you are a preacher, you are a person who loves to feed yourself with correct information that will inspire you, this is the book. You must get the book.
Get the book.
It is thick, it's just full of quotes, different quotes from my beautiful wife.
Yeah, I'm just to close, to close the session with one quote. I just opened, it's page 121. Do not wait until you have all things perfect, right? Before you start. Start now. While it's still imperfect, it will perfect itself as you journey on. Yes, they are relevant to what we're talking about, right? So don't wait until your marriage is perfect. Don't wait until your situation is perfect. Start now. Go now to a counselor. Get the advice. Your marriage will perfect itself as you journey together in marriage. So on that note, thank you so much for tuning in. Don't forget to don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share with your friends. Don't forget to turn on those notifications. On that note, we'll see you next time. Bye from the Zulus. Bye.